Aloha and welcome into the space. For those who are new, I am Kapualani. Those who are returning, thank you so much for being here. Sorry about that unexpected last loud tone. But thank you so much for being here. So let's tune in. This particular reading, we're going to be focusing on the second full moon in Capricorn in a row. Something pretty rare, having two full moons in a row in the same sign type thing twice, right? So this Capricorn full moon is going to be very powerful, as full moons are. This one in particular, focusing on all of the things that you've been putting on hold, a lot of possibility, potential for shifts and growth to happen, both on a personal, professional, all the levels, wherever it is that you're being drawn to and focusing. So as we continue to just open up to the space, let's connect to the breath. Let's call in for that sacred guidance, clarity, protection, healing energies. So gently closing the eyes if you haven't done so already, breathing in through the nose deeply, filling the belly, doing maybe a count of 4, and exhaling through the mouth, getting grounded, centered, and clear. And so as you breathe in, again, cleansing, purifying, calling in any intentions, goals, so forth that you'd like to set for this time together today. And as you exhale out through the mouth, again, maybe a count of 4, exhaling deeply, fully out completely. We're giving thanks, gratitude, and appreciation for this time together. All right, so if you're ready, if you haven't already done so, opening your eyes, we've got this first card from the Dreamscape Oracle here. I really like this deck, don't use it too often. So we've got the scales, 212 on the timer, as I said that. Very interesting. So we already had that angel number frequency popping in, 212. So if you've been seeing that number 212, definitely, if you haven't, go ahead and look it up. 212 angel number. Now that breaks down to a 5 energy. I'm just present to that. So 5, I feel like 5 was a significant number in maybe the last reading, but it's coming through again. That's the Hierophant energy. It's an energy of recovery. This is an energy of progress, believe it or not. Okay. And this is progress to where, again, we're balancing the scale. So where you've been doing a lot of work, and I've been picking this up in just collectively a lot of the readings lately, and I've been getting confirmation back that it's been very exhausting for a lot of people, just physically draining and exhausting. Sleep may have even been funky, and so scales here is very reminiscent of the judgment, not judgment, excuse me, that just came out for radiant slip. So there may be something, an enlightening moment that's going to be coming from this moment of the scales here, the justice. Okay, justice, I believe, has also been pretty persistent in the collective messages. So serious karmic, alignment coming through where you are, where you have been experiencing those negative, false, toxic patterns that you've been working through, right? Or where you've been denying your own gifts, talents, dreams, your own goals. Maybe you've sacrificed those goals on behalf of the collective, whether that collective is like your family and you've had to make sacrifices for your family, or just false belief systems that you've just been maintaining and sustaining this outdated status quo that is not working, and it's just that cycle breaker type of moment that I'm picking up on right now. So let's go ahead and look at Matt Hughes. I believe that's the author's name, excuse me. Let's look at the author's meaning here. Okay, so if you'd like, I'm just kind of giving you the book meaning so that you can go ahead and do a little snapshot if you'd like. All right, so there's a lot of this significance. I'm just going to go with the meanings here, listening to what's going on in the situation, make a decision to benefit your world, bring proper, judgment. I said that word judgment back to the world. And so, again, you're getting a sense of realignment here. And I feel, I don't know why, but I'm getting 456, another angel number. A sobering moment is what I was going to say when I saw that 456. There's some sobering moments, okay? We're really clearing from the illusions, clearing from the distortions, and it is that awakening to just what is, to the reality of how did I get here? I say, how did I get here? You know, that type of thing. And so let's, I'm just tuning in here. We got the moon. I shuffle, of course, I did like a pre shuffle in advance and everything, just to prepare. There's some things that are still in development. So definitely it's about trusting the intuition. It's about following your dreams, allowing for your dreams to guide you, but to remember to stay grounded, right? Again, we're being encouraged to open up to the things that we have put off, the goals, the dreams. Again, we're saying that we're dreams that we have kind of pushed to the side, that we have suppressed, repressed, whatever. It's all of that. We're opening up to turning of the tide so that you can't help but focus on. There's that Nine of Wands. This energy has been popping up as well, this Nine of Wands, but it's coming from a place of really having done a lot of hard work. You've been putting in so much work and effort into yourself, into your goals, and you might be feeling a bit exhausted, a bit tired, but you are reflecting. This is a moment to reflect on, again, how did you get to where you are? If you're not happy with where you are, how did that happen? So that you can start to, maybe you didn't have a plan, maybe you were just kind of winging it, and there's no judgments there, because sometimes you have to, especially when you're just in a very like survival mode or whatever the case may be. All right, I firmly feel that we're all doing the very best that we can, given the realities, the situations that we're dealing with, and blah blah blah. And so this is where it's taking a moment, like, stop trying to push through the exhaustion. I really feel like I'm about to sneeze here. Let's see. I think my nose is like itching so bad right now. You have no idea. As I was saying this, oh my gosh. We'll see what happens. Like staring at the candle, like, am I gonna sneeze? Spirit, look up at a light. So we just got a peek of that Nine of Cups. So you see, lightening and brightening things by focusing on not just the wishes and the dreams that what's the word? Seem to elude you, right? But realizing that it's like, wow, I actually have a lot working for me as it is. I'm pretty, I've done pretty well for myself. And so we can shift the perspective. That Queen of Cups, we're shifting our perspective, not getting too mixed up in the emotions, recognizing when we may be getting caught up in our emotions. And it came through in a session earlier this week, Lost in Emotions. That's an old school song for those who are familiar. Lisa, hey. But hey, drop it in the comments if you know what I mean. That might be a little earworm for you, a little bit of vibrational music to support that uplifting energy. Lost in Emotion. And another thing with music, thank you, Spirit. Before I stepped into this session, I was listening to some music, and Harvest Moon came on by Neil Young. So I really recommend, and I know this is the full moon reading, but I was like, oh, that's right. I think Harvest Moon, the chills. I think the Harvest Moon is in the fall, and I looked it up, and I believe it's September 17th or something like that. Okay, so there may be some kind of a significant timing. I've been feeling it, with the Lionsgate coming up in August, and I forgot there's like 3 888. Right? Ooh, Mars. We've been getting the Tower as well, so a significant shift in consciousness, some sort of a breakthrough. I also feel they're telling me there's that significance, still with the burn off a little bit of that Mars-Uranus conjunction energy. And please forgive me, like, I'm not an astrologer. I try to just kind of stay true to things, and then things get validated to me from Spirit. But I know that there are some other energies that are kicking through, and so the energies for the rest of this year are going to just continue to be rather intense. And so being aware of that in advance will really serve us, I'm going to go ahead and put this one back in here because I want to just get to... I know, Spirit, right? But that tower energy, that's tower energy has been coming through a lot. So you may have some tower moments yourself that you're going through the breaking down and breaking away of what is false, what is distorted, what is not real or true to your core truth. It's all being revealed, is what I'm hearing with this full moon energy. Yeah, look at that. Thank you for the validation. Wow, look at that. Oh my gosh, look at that. Death, justice showing up, you know, after this is the underlying issue here, the karmic scales of balance. That's uncanny. So, and look, but it's going to do what? It's going to reveal your core truth of what truly makes you happy, what you truly want. Maybe you've been trying to figure it out, but again, everything that you've been trying is based on these preconceived notions, preconceived programming from nurturing and, you know, nature, other people's influences. And so you're getting to the core of you. You know, you're really standing in your own individuality. That's what these energies, that's what this Capricorn full moon is catalyzing. You know, this is the second one that's catalyzing. So this Empress energy is really you standing in and reclaiming your goddess energy, your sacred feminine energy, the ability to really fully just lean back into your happiness, your livelihood. You know, you can provide for yourself. You're not like chasing after or hustling for anything because you got your stuff together. So it's focusing on your health, happiness, home life, your own material wealth, wellness, and well-being, as well, like physical, all right, as well as the financial and your own. I'm even hearing creature comforts. Okay, so see, you're moving on. Okay, you're moving on from and you're recognizing just what hasn't brought you happy. Like I said, you've tried all of these things. You've tried the suggestions. You've tried what other people, you know what I mean? Coaching, whatever. I'm not saying that anything was wrong because like sometimes that's what we need to sort of figure out what we want, our own energy, what our vibration is, especially if you're watching this because you're, I mean, very intuitive, empathic people here, okay? Very intuitive, empathic. And so I wouldn't be surprised if you also were very much, you know, someone who can relate with like just, you know, unintentionally being a people pleaser or masking and, you know, that sort of thing. Just that's just what's coming through right now. But this is your own, you're stepping into your sense of self. Okay, we're going to leave this, like we're leaving these out. But there's that transformation. We've got that, you know, scorpionic energy again. I'm going to keep this 9 of cups out because this is a validation for sure from spirit that it's that transcendence. You're moving on from stuff. Don't be afraid of the unknown right now. That moon energy that we saw earlier. Okay, everything is so divinely aligned, and this is popping out twice. Okay, and this has been consistently showing up, this justice card. So there are decisions that are being made. This is a very catalytic point in time for you to recognize what is working, what is not working, what hasn't been working. You already have recognized it. And so don't deny yourself anymore. Okay, don't deny yourself. You're walking forward. You're moving on from those things that have not, again, served you, from the things that you thought might bring you joy or you thought might, you know, bring you the results, the outcome that you wanted. And maybe for a moment it did. Maybe it was, you know, but maybe it was also fleeting, right? But because life moves on. We don't live in a vacuum, right? And so the journey continues. And Spirit is saying again with this Empress energy, like you're moving on. You're leaving that kind of just stagnation, or you know, where you just keep I just say like sifting through, like the song that he's associated with this one was Walking on Broken Glass by Annie Lennox. So it's like you can't just, it's just going to end up hurting yourself walking on broken glass. You may as well clean it up, right? We don't want to just, we don't want to just abandon all this stuff. So we have to clean the things up. We have to work on our own healing, work on the pain, so that we can fully just see it, how much it's not serving us anymore to just keep, it's just not, it's not helping anything or anyone. And you get that. And you're like, you know, I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to be happy. I'm ready to let go. It's working out of the nervous system. I'm hearing it. It's like getting to the bone is what I'm getting, working through the nerves, working to the core of what's being cleared. So honor whatever, you know, don't fight against the yourself. Don't fight against your body's energy of what your body's trying to tell you. Listen, so that you can be supportive of your process, your journey, and you can move through it, therefore, with greater ease, right? So there's a lot, okay? There's a lot of, I'm hearing possibility, potential that you are preparing to unlock here, okay, with these energies and the possibilities that they bring. I'm just going to tune in for a second. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. The core of the energy coming through, aside, yes, it is this justice, but as justice is the yin and the yang, the feminine and the masculine, right? If we're going to look at it this way. Again, and we know this because the 8-year, that is the feminine energy of that sacral chakra, the womb space. And this is all what we're talking about. So it's like, yes, your literal physical belly. So belly work, I really highly recommend even doing deep, like the psoas release, okay, with the fascia tissue. I talk about this stuff all the time, especially in my private consultations, is doing the fascia tissue release work. And so there's going to be belly like womb work, womb healing, womb reclamation, focusing on house and home, again, creature comforts, your finances, your stability, your security from the ground up. That feminine is really that energy of house and home and the internal world, right? And we're taking care of the internal world. Okay, you've been putting a lot of energy out there, putting a lot of energy out, and now we need to, I'm hearing, just bring it back in, and just, I'm thinking about that expansiveness of that full moon energy, and then, what that push that it's going to be giving us into the Leo season. And so, it might be a little bit of a struggle with this death energy, showing up here possibly as presenting potential challenges, right? And it could be because you're just wanting to move onward and forward, and this is taking too long, and it's so slow. I don't feel like I'm in control. Why is this dragging on? And it's like some of what I'm getting. It's like, I'm so tired of not having energy. It's like, I feel dead inside. Not like in, maybe on a deeper level. And so that's where it's like, let's kind of support that, okay? Let's support that. If you've been feeling, I'm going to do a little toning here. If you've been feeling a little bit, not a little, but just that lack of just energy, that, or even creative drain or anything, let's just... let's clear that out. Inhaling through the nose, deep inhalation, exhaling through the mouth, releasing what no longer serves in the highest, greatest good of all, harming none. All right? So just clearing any of that stuff out, all right, and releasing. And like I said, there's something definitely, though, that I'm picking up on with the psoas release and the belly work, all right, in terms of just the realignment of things, the fascia tissues, the nerves, the nerve, support and all that sort of thing, the muscles, of course. So there's the balance that's coming through and what that's going to do. This is what you're not seeing, all right? Obviously, this is something that's, it's all, behind the scenes, right? So this justice energy is saying, again, don't forget, right? This is a divine alignment, divine time and order that's taking place here. There are things that have already been initiated. All right. And that's not a negative. And I'm thinking about that tower energy that popped out earlier, where it's like, it is inevitable. It will create a shakeup. You may have some racing thoughts. Maybe that's also part of the reason why you're now exhausted, because your whole system just needs rest. You know what I'm getting? And so this is this is the advice. This is what is working on your behalf. Okay, this 8 of Cups, to move on. Let go of what's not working. Let go of the stuff, the emotions, the things, the thought, the feelings and memories and stuff that all they do is haunt you, for example. All they do is hurt you. All right, we're not trying to stuff things down, but Spirit's telling me it's like you've gone through it. You've gone through it as much as you can. It's reminding me, they're showing me kind of like a meal or like a plate of food, when the dog just clean, lick it clean, lick that plate clean type thing. I don't know why, but it's like you've gotten everything, you've squeezed out every last drop of whatever it is that you could squeeze out of the experience. It's time to move on. You're just going to be sitting there sucking rocks, like, or whatever, like as you try to get water out of a rock or something. Is that what they say? But yeah, like one of those types of things where you're getting it, whether you had wanted to or not. That tower moment, it's clicking, and sometimes it is a reset, and that is likely why I'm hearing you from spirit. There's a lot of the sleep disturbances, because there's a lot of that's happening, that's reprogramming in the brain waves, and then again the system, the nervous system, etc., etc. Okay. And so it's helping. This is that energy that we've been waiting for, that support, that push to kind of help guide us and get us to the other side of that speed bump, It's like, getting over to the other side. And so it's nice that we're seeing this 8 to 9 energy, 8 of cups to the 9 of cups, because this is a progression that we're making. All right. And this is, this is outcome-ish energy. This is where the energies are leading for the full moon. Again, what it's helping to catalyze, what it's helping you to see, to recognize, to open up to. All right, so these are really good. I love these energies. I love that, as we're opening up, we're mentioning how we're shining a light on just those hidden emotions, the hidden dreams, the hidden things, feelings, right, that we've been either trying to, it's the things that we just haven't had time, space, ability, whatnot to really shine a light on in whatever which way, so that we can move forward in a space of love, in a space of transcendence, right? We're wanting to ascend on the journey, clearing from the karma, doing the dharma, right? And now we can live into the destiny, the north node energy with greater effortlessness and ease, okay? So anything else, Spirit? Okay. I feel like we're pretty good here. I'm going to close up. I'm thinking I will do maybe an extended, just see what other cards that are going to be sort of laying out here and kind of go from there. So let's see what happens. All right. But I think we'll do like a little bit of an extended reading to this. And for those who are really interested, I'm going to put it up and available with the link below so that you can purchase this or whatnot. We're going to figure out the details. But thank you so much for being here with me today. Have a blessed and bright full moon.